Touch-ups.
Thank you.
Sound. Camera. Action.
Welcome to the show. This is, of course, Ebru Let's Talk, where we get everything piping hot for you. We take it from the internet and sizzle it up with a little bit of our yummy goodness, and then you get to enjoy the show with us, the three of us, the girl gang, gang. Anyway, welcome to the show. My name is Katomi Katomi. It is about to be an amazing show.
Yes, it is Talk That Talk Thursday, so you already know what it is. We're going to be delving into some serious, important topics that are necessary for each and every one of our lives. So make sure you hit us up on our social media, 0777-612-230, and on our WhatsApp number. That was our WhatsApp number. Our social media is Ebru TV Kenya everywhere except for Facebook. It's your girl, Ayima Kaguli.
Yes, it's Talk That Talk Thursday. My name is Lily Asigo, and guess what? I want to start a business with a friend of mine.
What?
Sounds exciting, right?
That-
But I did not do my due diligence. Not exciting, right?
Not exciting.
That's not good.
So we're going to have a talk about that a little bit later on the show. But now what we are going to do, I'm sure you can see something right there.
Of course, the
Yes,
phone
look
that we're
at
using.
that.
Yes.
And we have a giveaway for 2 amazing viewers. All you need to do is let us know what you want in a phone, and let us know your name and where you're watching us from. And you also need to use 3 hashtags. One is hashtag awesome is for everyone. The second one is hashtag with Galaxy, hashtag Ebru Let's Talk. And we're going to choose randomly. You know, hakuna favorism. So stay tuned and enjoy the show.
And do not forget to tag us on that post so we can be able to know who you are, where you are, and actually be able to find you in the many, many people. But let's get right to it. Now, these particular couple have been trending for such a long time. Last week, they were about the pregnancy. This week, it's something else. Apparently, we have been hearing this rumor going round that allegedly Ben Paul and the heiress to Karocha Brewery's Miss Annalisa are getting a divorce, or they're getting a separation. And again, it's not very clear, because even on this interview, as Ben Paul is asked about it, when he was probed about it, this is what he had to say. He said, to say the truth, I would also like to talk about it because we got a lot of support from people who would like to know the status of our marriage. But at the moment, out of respect, allow me not to talk about it. But I will address it at a later date. And I just feel like this is it's so vague. I don't know what to do with this information, honestly. He continues to give a bit more advice, saying you need to find a partner, or at least they gave advice on finding a partner that loves you, a partner that you can understand, a partner who is supposed to be for you, as opposed to just running around and marrying anyone, which is good advice. But I genuinely don't know what to say about this particular couple, because every time something has trended like this, oh, she's pregnant or something, it's just always something about clout. Later on, we might see a song or two. I don't know what the situation is. But in all honesty, I do respect the fact that he did come out clearly and say that, yes, he understands that a lot of people are interested in this story, and a lot of people who supported them also want to know what went on with this marriage, or what is going on with the marriage. But he's still going to refrain from speaking. It takes such courage not to talk about something, even with the pressure of social media. Us in-laws, you know, we have no boundaries. Look at me talking about them as if we were having tea with them the other day. I mean, it's just something about us that we like to know a lot. We're so curious about every single thing that happens in the public limelight, especially when it's people that we love. This is a power couple that we all love and respect, and we love their love, and the fact that they're from their story is so beautiful. They're from such different you know, social circles, economical circles. Financially, they're very, very far apart, but they still found love and they still got married in 2020 May. So I honestly do want to know what is happening, but at the same time, I do respect the fact that, yeah, maybe it is important for them to sort out their issues, if at all there are any. And if it's for clout, again, I mean, we'll find out eventually, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel as if they're bringing fire into their relationship, because every single time there's always some story about them and their relationship. It's not about him as an artist by himself. It's not her about being a boss chick and, you know, being running an empire and everything. It's about the relationship, and a lot of times about drama. And I truly believe if he really wanted this privacy, if he really didn't want to talk about it, he would have just told them before the interview, don't ask me questions, because we do interviews over here all the time.
Yeah.
So many times our guests have a to-do list of what they're willing to answer, what they're not willing to
What they
answer.
wanna talk
So
about.
what they want to talk about. So if you would have just said, don't ask me any questions about my wife, they wouldn't have asked him any questions about my wife. But when you say, I don't want to talk about that right now, I say, how's the state of your relationship? I don't want to get into that right now. That means that you guys are not in a good state. You know what I mean? If you were happy and if everything was okay, you're just like, my wife is doing great. I love our relationship. Even if you don't want to delve too much into it, just like, she's doing amazing. If anyone who's happy in a relationship, and we've seen how much they flaunt their relationship on social media, they'll be like, oh, she's amazing, she's beautiful, she does all these things, I love her so much. But when he says, I don't want to talk about it, that tells me that there's some trouble in paradise. And I just wish they would stop posting so much about their relationship, because they're putting so much pressure onto it. It's only been less than a year. We can't be breaking up.
And there's something I feel like, Ayuma, you probably need to read, which was Annalisa's response when she then found out about this whole thing that was happening, because she's also finding out along with us.
Yeah.
And she says, what does she say again?
Yeah, she was basically saying, somebody called me asking if I was aware my husband was live talking things that she couldn't understand. She even sent me screenshots. Unfortunately, I never got to watch it, but it makes it clear that we're not in good terms. I'm a person who is going to protect my image, and all I know is that I like being respected, and to any husband should do the same to their wife. This was actually a post that she had done a while ago, while they were still really early in the relationship. And this was when he was there talking some things about the relationship in a negative way.
Yeah.
So this is not the first time they've been having their problems and sharing it all to us over here on social media. I don't advise for it, but girl and man, if you want to, we are watching.
We are ready for the
sipping
tea.
our tea.
Thank you.
And just like wishing you the best.
You know, it's not easy for a man to file for divorce. Mostly it's women who pack their bags and leave. Most women, even I think statistics, wow. Most women are the ones who file for divorce. So this one, I hope it's just rumors and it's not true. Because when a guy decides to file for divorce, I'm telling you, there's no turning back. But let's not blow this thing out of proportion. What I need to say is that they've not even been married, they've not even celebrated their first year anniversary. So these things are normal. You guys do not even know what I went through the first 3 years of my marriage. It's a lot. But since they're in our private, they're all over the place, they're dating publicly, that's why we're even finding out that they're having issues. So for me, it's a normal thing. They'll figure it out. Let's just give them some space. Let's stop interviewing them. They'll figure it out. And she's allegedly pregnant, or that is any rumors.
Yeah, that one is also a rumor, but then I think she came out and said that she isn't.
So what's with the photos and videos of showing the belly and everything?
Clout. That's the problem with this. This is the problem with this couple. Clout, 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 clout.
True. And actually, you can never verify anything until they actually come out and say it. Because even their marriage, remember, it wasn't clear whether they'd been married or not. And then we saw some pictures somewhere. People were sending pictures. You know what? Let's just find out when they tell us or when someone decides to Edgar bury us. I'm just saying. Anyway.
Yeah. And Gospel Solomon Mkubwa. We all know that he doesn't have his left arm is like half, Sindo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he explains it at an interview, and he said that his father got the side chick pregnant and he did not take responsibility. He denied. So the side chick went on and got twins, and then one of them passed on. And he says, during the burial of her child, the maternal father said he would ensure the child would not die alone.
Wow.
And indeed, his brother fell ill and he passed on shortly after. And then him on his way to school, akajitega kidogo chini, akaumia mkono. So it got swollen, and they also went to a witch doctor, but it was too late. They could not get help. The only thing that was to be done, ilikuwa tu kukata iyo mkono. But, hey, I don't know. Do you believe in witchcraft?
I believe it's there, but I believe you put more power to it if you believe in it. And I'm a person who believes that I pray every day. I am sanctified by the blood of Jesus. So you going to your mganga, you going to your witch doctor to go ahead and do all sorts of things, cutting a chicken, so you putting blood I don't know where in order to bewitch me isn't going to affect me. You know what I mean? I think we put so much power and belief into these things, and the faith that you yourself have in it can cause certain things to happen. So like, it's a really tricky thing when it comes to the whole bewitching thing. I don't believe in it, but I believe whatever you put faith into will manifest itself.
Yeah, because these days you just cough like this, mtu anasema, hey, nani amekuroga? You lose a job, mtu anasema, umerogwa. Like really, sometimes you're just not competent enough.
Yeah, when it comes to superstition specifically, religion, superstition, and all these other things that come with that, the mentality of being a Christian or being a Muslim or whatever religion you belong to, when it comes to beliefs of superstition, that mtu amekuroga, mtu amekuwekea juju, all of these stories, it really is true what Ayuma said. You give power to what you give power to. But you know, at the end of the day, I kind of also understand, I'm from the Kamba community, and trust me, some things you just like, well, that one, it doesn't add up. There are just things there that just don't make sense to me. But at the same time, what I usually say on most occasions, or what I do myself, and I think is advice for anyone out there, honestly, you better protect yourself in any way possible. I'm not saying you go to the witch doctor. I'm just saying, if you feel like something's wrong and you honestly feel like inakusumbua, praying is just as easy as calling meditation. Because what are you doing? You're just talking to yourself, and you are admitting things to yourself. You're being honest and candid with yourself, even if you're talking to someone up there. So if you believe that someone exists, great. If you don't, great. But either way, you having that conversation with yourself kind of gives you some form of hope or relief. So if that's what you have to do for you to feel better, great, do it. But this particular story about them believing in it so much so, things happen. Maybe he fell, and instead of going to the hospital immediately, an infection got in, and now you have to be amputated. It's not that ulirogwa. Just because someone said something doesn't necessarily mean it is true.
Yeah, just like the way people are always blaming things on the devil. I seriously think sometimes the devil is just like,
I
didn't do anything.
It's like I steal something and then I go to a thief to help me.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
How are you
It
helping
makes
each
no
other?
sense. So either way, regardless of what side you're on, are you on the superstitious side? I want to know from you. Are you on the side where science makes more sense than any of these things?
And
because if you got sick and you died, you got sick and you died.
died.
It's simple and plain. It's right there. The doctor said you died of, and there's always a cause of death. It's not like someone dies and no one, postmortems, that's why they're there. So they can determine what exactly caused your death. That's why people go to hospitals for infections, to avoid and prevent it from festering and becoming an issue, so much so that now your arm is swelling and rotting. That's a very medical issue, and people need to address things for what they are. Yes, you believe in whatever you believe in, but if you're sick, please, like myself, I did not know I was sick until I went to the hospital. I was just having a stomachache, and now apparently I have H. pylori. Guys, it's still out there. So when you have a problem, go to the people who need to help you. A witch doctor will tell you things like that. Oh, it's too far gone. But if they went to a doctor, I'm sure they would have gotten some medication,
And you know,
at least to try and save the
He
arm.
blames it on the alcohol and says when someone is an alcoholic, they listen to no one. There's disrespect in society and everywhere. Children suffer the most as sometimes they don't go to school. He said that his mother took care of them.
That's true. That's a valid
It
point
makes
as
sense.
well.
Yeah. If you're sick, go to the hospital. If you're feeling unwell, if you need to pray, pray. But go to the hospital. It's just logical, guys. Let's be serious.
Yeah.
But either way, we're sorry that you lost your arm and you lost your brother and all that other stuff. It's a big ordeal, obviously, and it's always a good thing. Most people try and blame someone. So in this case, maybe they're just blaming the person. But in all honesty, things happen. It is life, right?
Exactly. And there's no rule book that in life where it says life is going to be easy, because it's not. You'll lose that job, you'll lose that husband, you'll lose your home, you'll gain a home. Like, life is a roller coaster ride, ups and down. 0777-612-230 is the WhatsApp number. Maybe us, we're just talking from a lack of knowledge. Do you believe in superstitions? Have you ever been bewitched or anything, or rogwad? Let us know your experience. I'm really interested in that.
And send receipts. Me, I want to see actual proof. Actual proof. Just because I'm standing next to a black chicken doesn't mean I'm at a witch doctor's. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just pray.
Definitely. Now, popular radio presenter Kamene Goro set the internet ablaze when she posted a beautiful picture of herself herself on social media. Now, she was wearing this red pinkish dress, and she went ahead to go ahead and post it. And you can see the dress is about mid-thigh, okay? So the length was about mid-thigh and everything. And people were trying to say that because of her wearing a short dress and revealing those thick, juicy, sexy thighs, that she was not helping in promoting rape prevention. We've been talking about the whole rape culture that's been prevalent in Kenya. It's been trending for so long. And there's still some idiots out there on social media that believe...
That's the dress, by the way,
yes,
just
this
in
is
case
the
you're
dress.
wondering. That dress right there.
The one that doesn't hug anything.
No cleavage.
Exactly, but it's
free.
just showing her beautiful legs. So people are there trying to say it's not helping the whole situation of preventing rape, because there's still some of you out there that believe a woman's dress and her woman's choice of dressing is what is able to prevent someone from raping her. And she actually went ahead and addressed this where she said, my dress has nothing to do with rape prevention. And it caused a whole type of conversation out there on social media. And here's my take, okay? Let women dress how they want to dress. My dress, my choice is a whole complete thing. If you cannot control yourself and your sexual desires and the man and the thing in your pants, and even if you're a woman and you can't control yourself, that's a you problem, and you need to really go and seek help. But I am not going to stop dressing a certain way. I'm not going to stop expressing myself the way I like to express myself because you have a problem not being able to control yourself, and now you think that you can rape me because I dressed a certain way. I think women should be given they should be able to dress the way they want to dress, as long as you're not being publicly indecent. Don't walk around at in a thong and underwear, you know, on the streets. But in general, if you're dressed, dress the way you want to dress.
And even if you wear a thong and whatever you're wearing on the streets, that's honestly your business. The only problem is the kind of images that you put in children's minds and stuff like
There's
that.
public
There's like
indecency.
a lot.
There's a
There's
whole-
public
Yeah.
indecency. You can actually be arrested for it. But we don't not do it. We refuse. I mean, we choose not to do it, not because of the fact that we're going to cause someone to want to rape us. We choose not to do it because we don't want to go to jail for public indecency. Another thing I feel like we honestly need to make trend again is the hashtag my dress, my choice. Surely, how is someone's... I feel like at this point, I just want to unzip a little bit more. So you can also say that I'm causing someone's rape.
Unzip.
I'm causing someone to
Remove
want
it.
to rape someone.
Remove
Look,
it.
listen to me. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter how low my zip will go. Let me not do that in public. But it can go lower. I'm just telling you, it can. And I would. But I am not feeling like that's the dress. That's the look I want. This is the look that I want. So stop saying that dresses and how people dress is causing other people to create public acts of just indecency. Honestly, rape isn't even a thing that needs to be in the vocabulary at this point. Another thing we need to become very aware of: your sexuality is your responsibility. The appendages you have, whether it's the vagina or the other appendage that everyone is causing drama about, we all are responsible for handling it. Our sexual drive is your responsibility. How you deal with that is entirely up to you. Just don't go doing things that are insane, like trying to rape someone. That's not funny. It's not cute. It's not pretty. Don't do it. Everyone is entitled to wearing what they want to wear, and everyone is entitled to taking care of their own sexual urges in a way that is both responsible and legal. Okay? Legal. And also maybe not okay, don't go doing funny things to animals. That's not right as well. Let's just be calm and logical, all right? People, it's not right. It's just, if it doesn't make, if you're doing it in hiding, it's not right.
That person chose to view Kamene in a sexual manner. So the problem is with that person and not Kamene. If you don't want me to wear a short dress, as the government, ban short dresses. Zisishonwe na tailor. Zisikuja kama mtumba. Like, zisikuwe available. Alafu, unishike, unipeleke kotini, kama umeona nimevaa short dress.
Amen.
But bila hizo, my dress, my choice. But as much as we say my dress, my choice, remember, we've not educated men enough. So as much as we say my dress, my choice, ukivaa hiyo nguo fupi, mtu akona akili mbaya, mwenye hajakuwa educated, atakuja akushike. So just to avoid all that, let's just try and be at least decent tu kidogo. Or maybe pali tunaenda, tuangalie hii place iko na watu wa aina gani. Ndio, yes, your dress, your choice, but men are visual. Hiyo tuwezi kana. Men are visual. Akiona cleavage, haujui vile ata react. We are not encouraging. Of course, we are discouraging. But you don't know how they're going to react. So let's educate the men first. Let's give the ata aya. Let's talk about it every day. We're not even scared of bringing guests here every Wednesday for Wellness Wednesday. Yeah, we'll continue, but let's educate the men. But in the meantime, if you see people looking at you in a funny way, please act. Don't just sit there and wait for them to now react.
I like that.
I like
Sindio?
that.
Yeah.
And there's freedom of expression. I can post a video the way I want. But what happens to wife material? As long as you make someone else uncomfortable, my friend, it's not okay.
And even artists like that South African one who is always posting pictures of herself naked.
Yeah.
We've seen the consequences
Yeah.
on her at her events. People are going
Trying to touch her.
Yeah.
trying to
They
touch
touch
her.
her,
They actually touch her, grope her
Yeah.
as she's on the stage. She's being groped, like hands are everywhere,
Yeah.
going in and out of places where they shouldn't be. So this is also something that we need to be keen about. Yeah. In as much as yes, you're expressing yourself, be keen on how much expression you're giving and the kind of environment that you're expressing yourself at. But like, okay, another question here. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
If it was, and I'm not even trying to point out bodies, but Kamena is very full-figured, right? If it was another person who is, you know, not so full-figured,
Slim.
and they were wearing the same length of dress, the actual exact same dress in a smaller size, do you think it should have become a problem?
Nope.
So this is
Double
another thing we
standards.
need to be aware of.
Yeah.
Just different bodies of women make dresses look very different, yeah? So please, in as much as you're trying to criticize her, notice that this is not a thing of just her wearing a short dress. Different bodied people make dresses look different.
It's true.
Hallelujah.
It's true.
So let's also respect her. Let her wear what she wants to wear. She's a radio presenter. Akiamka 4 a.m. kwenda kufanya kazi. You think she's thinking about the dress she's supposed to wear or she's thinking about the content she's going to give you on radio? Let's get
And if her
serious.
boss had a problem with the way she's dressing, trust me, even our bosses will not allow us to come to work naked. They will not.
I know.
Yeah.
And now, speaking of which, at least good things are happening in the world. Ayuma, what's happening?
Yo, it's about that time for Peaks of the Week. Let's get right into it. So we have a popular Carino model who goes by the name of Carrie Priscilla, who has just graced us with some amazing news that she is expecting and currently pregnant right now. She had a photo, baby bump photo shoot, and you can see the picture over there looking very beautiful and showcasing her baby bump. And she also showed her baby daddy, who is that sexy
Bearded
caramel
man.
man you can see over there. And I just want to say big congratulations to her.
Yeah, I think that's an amazing thing. Every time people are proud enough to show their partners, amazing. And that beard, hebu tuambie hiyo unatumia beard oil gani tafadhali. But anyway, congratulations to you and your baby, and we hope that it's a healthy little baby.
Hey, that's a little bit too much. You introduce a handsome person to us and you introduce your pregnancy to us. My God, usitumalize, tupatie mmoja alafu ingine kidogo. But anyway, congratulations. We are happy for you.
Yes, now we have gospel artist and TV personality Kush Tracy, who has just reached the 1 million mark on Instagram. She went ahead and talked about it on her Instagram, and she has now officially reached 1 million followers. And you know what? I love it. Congratulations to her.
Yeah, it's always a good thing when people are actually posting good content and people follow them for the good content. You don't have to be nude, you don't have to be naked. Imagine, you don't have to do all that. You don't have to be extra. Don't be a Shakila just so you can get followers. I'm just saying. Congratulations to you, Kush Tracy. Keep winning.
Wewe nakuona mwenye unasema amenunua followers, I can see you. You know, in this life, you can't please everyone.
True.
But you know what? On this table, we are happy for everyone. And we are happy for Kush Tracy for hitting 1 million followers. It is not easy, my friend.
Yep.
Hey, it's not easy.
Yeah, and it seems like the baby fever has gone ahead and caught a bunch of people. Katham, I'm looking at you, baby, you might be next. Because we have Tile dancer, Tile Packbro, and his wife, Martina. First of all, they just got married the other day. And then, boom, they spring some more information that they're now expecting a baby. They went ahead and posted on social media where they said how it started, where she slid in his DMs talking about, oh, you are a dancer. How can I learn some dance moves from you? And now she went ahead and posted a picture of their ultrasound, and they're expecting a baby. I like that. Will that baby be there doing like my dance moves over there and everything, and like in the womb and everything?
Baby's keeping their dancing.
Yeah, Afro pop in the womb. But you know what? Congratulations.
Yeah, I love them. They're so cute together. I can't wait to see their baby. Like, you remember when we had them on the show?
Yes.
And they look so beautiful as a couple. I just can't. I'm so excited to see this baby. Show us the baby sooner. And we also want to know the gender. What is it, a he or a she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies, history, our daughter, we need to stop because I'm getting baby fever and I don't want to have a baby. But anyway, congratulations. We're happy for you. The baby is going to be cute. A bona combination.
Definitely is going to be so cute. Go ahead and hit interact with us on our social media. And as you're there sending your messages on our WhatsApp talking about what we've talked about for Hot Talk, make sure you are also posting on Twitter using the hashtag Ebru Let's Talk, the hashtag Samsung is for everyone, and the hashtag
With Galaxy.
with
yes.
Galaxy, and you can stand a chance to win this Samsung hamper right here, all right? And the really dope thing about this hamper is it comes with, dun, da, 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 boom. There's a beautiful notebook over here so you can get your life together and plan. There's a notebook over here because we are staying hydrated in 2020. A bottle, sorry. And we have a pen and we have a business card holder so you can go ahead and make some business plans in 2021. You're going to be set for success. If you want to go ahead and take home this hamper, you already know what to do. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Twitter and Instagram.
Yes. But I got excited. I got so excited.
Can I take
because it's so blue. Anyway, we've already copped ourselves some pens. You can see us with our Samsung pens. We are so ready to get started with this this year as it is now. I mean, it's halfway gone, but at least we can start planning.
Do you know, I found out that Samsung, you can actually trade in.
Trade in?
Yes, you can trade in and exchange. You can upgrade. They have a lot. We're going to talk about the whole week. We're going to tell you the nitty-gritties. But just know that you can upgrade from A31 to A32.
Yeah.
Yes, so make sure you actually win this hamper. Trust me, 2 people at the end of this show, we will announce them. But don't forget, it is on Twitter and on Instagram, not on our WhatsApp number. So make sure you do that and at us, at Ebru Let's Talk. So as we go on a little break, think about that. Think about what you want. What is your ideal phone? Send us that tweet.
Ladies, we're on top. Hey, we're on top. Hey.
Awesome screen, awesome camera, long-lasting battery life.
Hey, Let's Talk is brought to you by Samsung Galaxy A series. Awesome is for everyone.
Samsung is awesome for everyone, and we're loving the fact that they have a wide range of phones for their Samsung A series. They have the Samsung A32, A52, and A72 that has you looking amazing. You already saw the camera quality in the beginning of the show, but let me tell you, the display is A+++++, all right? The display is 6.2 inches, which means you can see us properly on your screen as you're there watching Let's Talk on the screen. You can see us perfectly. There's 1080p and 4K.
Wow.
4K is the best quality you can watch a video. And so many times, a video will be in 4K. The people who produce the video put it in 4K. But that Kawak phone of yours is showing my blurs over there to boxes, pixels, and everything. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ourselves out of the ghetto, okay? It's 2021. It's time to spoil yourself. Get yourself that brand new phone, and it has Gorilla Glass, which means for us clumsy people over here who are constantly dropping our phones, you don't have to worry about it. But even if you drop your phone, because life happens, sometimes your boyfriend has sent you a message, I'm cheating on you, your phone falls down, it cracks. Don't worry. You have Samsung Care Plus, who are giving a 1-year warranty to go ahead and fix your phone if anything happens.
Oh my God, I can hear someone in the background telling me that was an example of what men like to do. They like to cheat. And that's a man telling me, by the way, just so you know. Anyway, as we know, and as Ayuma has said, another thing that we like about this phone, I think for me, is the fact that when when you're switching, when you're on the internet and you're trying to switch from one, a taskbar to another, yeah? When you're trying to switch from one tab, yes, let's call it a tab, from one tab to another, and it takes forever to load. You're just waiting, you're like, hey, okay, what is happening? My goodness. Karibu hata uende upike chai urudi, bado ina load. At least with these A32, A72, and A52, when you switch, it's like instant switch, and it's gone from not just 80, it's now gone up to 120. So it is so fast, like as you're switching tabs, then it's you and your business. You're you're good to go. So that makes me very happy about these Samsung phones. Now, we have come back You have thought about what you want about your phone and you have tweeted. If you have not tweeted, I don't know what you're doing. But there's still some people who are enjoying the show. On 0777 which is the number, it's always down here somewhere. Hashtag Ebru Let's Talk. I see someone called Odwor Adwol. Hey, okay. Anyway, seated with my cup of tea, waiting for the show dearly. Welcome to the show. We hope you've enjoyed this first half. I see someone else saying this is Neshk, watching from Runda. He says, hey guys, looking good. It's your boy. Okay, we see you. Hilda from Thika, we see you. Fiona from Raqqa, we see you. I see someone called Janet saying that they're emailing. Please, if you want, we've told you. Hashtag awesome is for everyone. Hashtag with Galaxy. Hashtag Ebru Let's Talk. At Ebru Kenya. Ebru TV Kenya? Yeah, Ebru TV Kenya. Nimekuwa na Let's Talk mingi. Anyway, Ebru TV Kenya, let us know, and then you might get yourself this hamper and many other nice gifts. I see someone else saying, this is still Janet, still asking for the phone, honey. I have told you, please tweet us. Who else do you see? I see Akinyi tuning in from Nairobi. I see Underwall, locked in from Nakuru. I see Damaris from Kikuyu. There's so many of you guys. Keep the messages coming through. Let us know your thoughts on every one of the stories that we just spoke about.
I see Livings and Nyango saying clout is something that people like so that they could be known or kusumbua watu too. We should stop doing these things. I'm sure that's the story for Ben Paul and the alleged, the alleged divorce that they're having. We also see Mama Stacy from Kabeti saying, Lily, at the government ikataze short dress. They can't. They enjoy watching it.
I see someone else saying, dress ni muhimu, inspire a whole generation. You know that ukiva uchi, kuna mtu ata lose control, na mtoto akikuingia ataumia. Okay. Sorry.
Ati ni waroge hapo.
Akikuiga, sorry. Mtoto akikuiga ataumia. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Ati ni waroge hapo, msiondoke tena uchawi uko warembo. Okay. I don't understand. You're very intelligent, madam, with great.
Oh, okay.
My name is Lily.
I like the next one. I will read that one, Lily. What does Terrell Christopher from Eldred have to say?
Aha. Ayuma Kaguli and your co-host. People must be intellectual. Let Kamene be more. So mafisi ndio wanaharibu jina ya wanaume wengine. I don't see any problem with Kamene Ngor. Thank you so much. And someone else says, Livingstone says, rape has nothing to do with the dress. With the dress one is wearing. Our granny and young children are raped everywhere, not because of their dress. That is very true.
That is true. Even people with mental health issues, you'll see like a random person suffering from schizophrenia. You see people, we call them mad people on the streets, and they get pregnant. How did they get pregnant? How? It was an irresponsible person who decided to use their sexuality for the wrong thing. Keep your messages coming through, but it's time for Talk That Talk Thursday.
Hey, we're on top. Hey.
Okay, it is Talk That Talk Thursday, and we are talking about something very particular. You know, the relationships that we have. Like, y'all are my friends. I love you guys. But am I really starting a business with any of you is a good question. And that is the question that we are pondering upon today. And as we are talking about this, I want to know from you on 0777 have you started a business with your friend or your close compadres or relative? And how did that go? Did it go well? Did it go badly? Me, I want to know. Because we have horror stories between us, and some are still on the side of, you know what, I want to start a business with my friend. So let's just start from there. Are we starting businesses with our friends or our relatives or our partners?
No.
Why? Why, Lily?
I have tried so many businesses with different friends, and all of them did not work. Until I started thinking, am I the problem? Am I choosing the wrong business for myself? What's not happening? Let me just talk about one of them, and we're still friends. Hi, Claudia. You know, we were so excited. I remember us meeting in town over coffee and some amazing lunch. And we were just like, hey, it was a business meeting. We're like, hey, this is what we're going to do. Yes, yes. We're writing down, at the end of this year, we need to be, Lord, hallelujah, like Kathomi. We're going to do this. Hey. Nakwambia tulitoka hiyo meeting, I just knew I am a millionaire. but things are different on ground. It did not work as planned because we did not like try and figure out what I hate and what I like and what she hates and like. And we did not even like go through like, if we need financing, what are we gonna do? Am I gonna check 50% and you check 50%, or are we going to get it from an independent body? We did not discuss those nitty-gritties, and that's why when we started getting money, ilikuwa shida. We didn't know how to divide. We didn't know how to like. It was a disaster. We knew nothing, and that was the problem.
Ayuma, would you start a business with your friend?
I would not start any business with any friend. And the only reason why I would not is because as much as I love you girls and I love my friends, I don't trust any friend to the point of starting a business. I think the only people I can start a business with are my family. Meaning I can start a business with my mother. My sisters are on the edge. We're on the edge only because I know how they work. You know what I mean? I know how they work. I know how one is very lazy. You know yourself. And I know how one is hardworking, but she gets a little bit control freak. You know yourself as well. But I think those are things that we can hurdle over because at the end of the day, we're family and we're going to be with each other no matter what. Anybody else who you're not going to be stuck with me after I curse you out, after I yell and scream, after I mishandle the money because I made a wrong investment, after I do something exactly, you know, after we lose a deal, anybody who is not literally blood family that no matter what will be okay, I can't do a business with them.
Me, I have had so many horror stories about starting businesses, including very recently. That one, it shook me to the core. Mpaka nikasema we hatarudi shule because it was tricky. You know those kinds of businesses where you start and we've already started an agreement. Askez had an agreement, but a verbal one. That was the problem. We had a conversation, very huge communication, meeting after meeting. Those business lunches, we went to many. Coffees, nilikunywa mpaka nikakuwa immune.
Kakula profit.
I'm like, okay, I need to be given what you call them? I need to get a voucher for these coffees because at this point, I'm always here. I mean, so we had an amazing communication. We agreed on what to split and when to split it. We agreed on how we're going to pay ourselves. Are we paying ourselves beforehand or are we going to pay ourselves after we start making? Yani, all these conversations we had. And now we hit the ground running. Diao CC, ungeniona kwa TV. In fact, I still have images of myself talking about the brand, the product, and how amazing it is. Sitting down very early in the morning on one of these TV shows. You know those weekend shows very early in the morning at 7. Kathomi is over there talking about how business is important, how agriculture is the way to go, how brokers are destroying our country, how brokers are making farmers. It was groceries and stuff. It was agricultural-based business. So basically how brokers are, I was ready, I was polished, PR, niko ready, anywhere, call me, I'm there. I'm the one handling customers, making sure everyone's gotten their deliveries on time. Wah. Tell me why I'm getting a call from the bank asking me, is it possible for us to contact the other director of the company? Who? The other director of the company. Who is this director? When were directors named? Where are my shares? What is happening? The next thing I know, my shares went from 40%, my darling, to 7%. 7. Yani, it went from double figures.
Who registered the company?
We registered the company, but because I am so busy running around doing PR and doing TV shows, background going to bank.
Your percentage is getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Eventually, I'm like, what's happening? Where's my shareholders agreement, bruh? Mboziwe.
You know, that brings me to this point. You can't have a 50-50 thing. Because maybe you're bringing in something different and bringing in different things. Yeah, exactly. So you can't just say 50-50. It's kind of tricky.
So when we talk about communication, so let's start from here. When it starts to conversations about business, for example, Ayuma has become very clear about what she's communicating to her sisters and her mother, if at all she gets into business with them. And Lily over there is saying, they communicated, but they put nothing on paper in terms of the important things, like the memorandums of understanding. Where is the business business registered? Do we have a lawyer? Do we have this? What kind of money are we dealing with? What capital are we starting off with?
And the roles.
The
Yes.
roles,
Exact roles.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because not everyone is a good businessman, not
Yes.
everyone is a good salesman, but there's some with good communication skills, so
Yeah.
they would rather do something else. Like the energy that you put in the business could be more beneficial if you did a specific role.
Yeah.
So when it comes to communication, I think it's important for us here to tell you, or according to our experiences, it's very, very vital for you to have communication, but not just communicating about the things, the millions you're going to make. No, have clear communications about. Sit down, have an MOU. A memorandum of understanding is not just important, it is vital. Because as Lily has said over there, now money has come in. And the problems never begin until the money starts coming.
Yeah.
We are all friends. Kumbaya, let's go. Hulala. Everyone is happy until the first shilling inaingia kwa account. Kwanza imeingia kwa account ya nani? Tuanzie hapo. Do we have a business account? So as you're having communications, agree with me or disagree with me as a business person, as a current entrepreneur, communication isn't just talking about the business. Communication is making clear everything.
You have to
Stipulate-
document. You
If-
have to have papers.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because if you don't have papers, and you need to have a contract to begin with,
Yeah.
and you need to know what you need to do for you to get out of the agreement.
Yeah.
Not just have an agreement.
How to
we're going to
dissolve,
how
yeah.
to dissolve it. You need to know. And most people just start like that. Kama sisi, we just started because we started. And later on, I was able, that's why I was able to do this business, the one I'm doing right now, because I had to check everything. I had a checklist. Have I done this? I tick. Did I do this? I tick, I tick like that. And you know, at some point, someone almost took over our business. We went for a meeting and he was like, hey, I'm going to give you guys 1 million shillings and you're going to give me 50%. We were like, hey?
50%
Okay,
of
we're
our
going to
business.
sleep on it.
Yeah.
When we went home, we were like, we are working extra hard to give someone 50% of
a
our
lie.
company.
Yeah.
No, at least we were bright when we got to that level.
Yeah, I think like the really tricky thing when it comes to having a business but you're friends is like the line is blurred between being professional and being friends. You know? So maybe from your friend you would go ahead and like, oh girl, can I borrow, 50 shillings? Can I borrow 10,000? Can I do this and this? You're a bit more lenient with your friend. You have to stop those lenient practices now when you're in business. You know what I mean? You have to be very, very strict. This and this is going to happen. You have a business plan. Stick to that plan. Exactly. And there has to be accountability for that. Everybody knows their role. You're the accountant over here. Maybe you're the brand ambassador. Maybe you're the one who goes and gets the clients. But everybody has their role. If somebody is slipping, you're able to check your partner and tell them you're doing this and this and this. And you can't start adding the like my feelings and everything of being a friend. And now people are there arguing and crying and the friendship is lost because they couldn't handle the business aspects.
Another thing, Ayuma, when it comes to management of conflict, how do you propose that someone goes ahead and does this? Because people, if you've started a business, even in regular relationships, will always, a fight will come up, not necessarily a big one where people are blowing at each other. Anyway, people are fighting actually at fists with each other, but there are other kinds of conflicts, something really small can escalate really quickly. So
Yeah.
what do you propose when it comes to resolution of conflict?
I think you just have to be extremely honest. And this has to be like where your intuition comes in before you even get into the agreement, into the business. Because if you already know that you have a highly emotional friend, she already starts crying when you tell her that she looks fat in that dress, maybe this is not the person to get into business with when you tell them that the idea of that design for that dress is ugly, that's not going to be part of the clothing line. You know what I mean? You have to gauge people and how they're able to deal with it because you have to be 100% honest and you have to relay the information, yes, in a kind way, but honest and cutthroat. Like you're doing this and this wrong. I don't like this and this and this. And at least there you know where everybody stands.
Yeah, and
For me, I think you need to have a neutral person come in.
Yeah.
Because mtakosana. At the end of the day, you were friends first before you were business partners. So you need to have someone else, a third party, who will come in. Because for me, I'll use my example. We were making clothes. We were fashion designers. And we could not agree on the type of material that we're going to work with. So she had different tastes. And of course, I had different tastes. So we didn't like
finding
so
a
green.
balance. Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to find that balance. You need to have someone else
But how do you pick this neutral person?
Sometimes
Whose
it's not
side are
even
they
a
A
going to
professional mostly.
Yeah, but like sometimes in case you don't have the facilities for a big man like a professional, sometimes it's just important to do your research. Because your research, based on an example of Lily's situation right there, you have different ideas, you have different tastes, but it's not about your taste or her taste, you know? It's not about what I think or what you think.
Yeah.
What is the general populace?
Yeah.
When we do our research, how do people normally handle these things? What do we do with this particular issue, right? And even more so, it's important for you to get to a point where, in as much as yes, conflicts are there, you need to find a way to now, like, how am I going to phrase this? There needs to be a way for you to, again, separate the professional from the friendship. I am giving you criticism based on what we're doing currently with the business. This is not about you as Ayuma. You have amazing hair, but honey, the hair that you just chose for us to sell, that's not gonna work. No one's going to buy pink hair. You know, just because you like it doesn't mean everyone is gonna like it.
Right.
Same thing with important business ideas, like even more, not just beauty and whatever, it's any form of business that you get into with someone. You need to have a place where you've researched enough, you know what the people want, you're looking at the market as opposed to what you guys want. Yeah,
Right.
it's never about you, it's about your clients, it's about giving the best for them and not about you. So conflict should be resolved from a point of, I am not criticizing you as an individual, I am criticizing the idea that you put up, and make it very clear that when we're having business conversations, don't bring business to bedroom.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep business in business. Even if you have a designated place where you sit down and communicate about business, and then separate it from other things. Kama ni kwa nyumba yako, mnasema mtakuwa mnaongelea kwa balcony ni biashara. Mkiwa kwa balcony ni biashara.
Yes.
Mkiingia kwa sitting room mnaanza kuona TV, other different stories. You can talk about, oh, by then did you see her? Ooh, shade on people and whatever. But business has to have a stipulated place.
Yeah.
And also,
I also think, though, as much as we also have to make sure to maintain that friendship or maintain that relationship, especially if you're going into business with your partner. I think that's where the problem comes in. If you're going into business with your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, if you're going into business with even a family member, it's very easy to have the business doing well, but now your personal life has completely been destroyed. How many times have we seen family businesses where the business is doing amazing, but the brothers are fighting, the parents are fighting, and all of that?
There was favorism.
Exactly. You have to maintain that personal relationship as well.
And for me, I feel the need to say that, first of all, you need to know, is this friend of mine married or single? Because for me as a married woman, getting in partnership with someone who is single is kind of tricky. Because you find, if my husband doesn't understand the kind of business that we do, he's going to try and come in and control the business. So for me, I feel like if you want to do a business with someone who is married, you better like try and find out, are you okay? Husband ataingilia, ama it's okay? Are we going to do this just the two of us?
And if I get some new husband over here who comes into my life and changes everything, it becomes a problem.
Yeah, absolutely. And these are many of the other considerations, the do's and don'ts. We've given you some of what our experiences are, but I know out there, wherever you are, you probably have insight on this. So let's keep this conversation going. The number is still open. We will read through the messages and we will try and use them on another day, or try and pass them along to you in the best way we can. But for now, we are still talking about the Samsung hamper, y'all. Look at it.
Hey.
It's so pretty and blue. It looks so nice, and you get a notebook and a pen and a business card so that you can be able to plan your businesses with your friends if you're planning on them. Me, I'm still not doing it with my friends, but I'm just saying, if you're planning a business, this is the best hamper for you. And today, of course, we have some winners. Do you want us to announce the winners?
Yes.
The winners are Nora Ochola and Livingstone Alushula from Buruburu. Alushula, we love you. We appreciate you. Nora, we love you and appreciate you. You will be contacted to be told where to get your hampers from. But congratulations to you guys, right?
Yes.
And as we wind up, you have a last point and then we go away because now we have to go.
Yeah, my last point when it comes to business and friendships or partners or family. Think about it and take it slow. You have all the time in the world to make your millions and everything. You have all the time in the world to be successful, but you need to consistently be there adjusting things, make sure you're making the right decision. Is this the right person for you? Take your time.
Yeah, for me, my rule of thumb is never lend money, give. If a friend of mine calls me and they want 1,000 shillings, I'm not going to give them 1,000 shillings. I'm going to give them 200 shillings or 300 shillings. Naiwachilia inenda hivyo. My name is Lily Asigo.
Yeah, but from us, we hope you've been helpful, and we hope that some of this advice is going to help you at some point. But goodbye.
Awesome screen, awesome camera, long-lasting battery life.
Hey Let's Talk was brought to you by Samsung Galaxy A series. Awesome is for everyone.